Hey guys, this is Mentor Wayne with the Universal Marketer's Guide. I had a question from a subscriber and this is going out to you. Question was, how do I make buttons and redirect them to a site? A button would be something like what is on our site right here, and if you click that button, of course, it takes you to another page. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's go to grsites.com. That's grsites.com. I use this site, it's free and it's got some really cool effects. And if you look back on our page here, the little motion umg.info, I actually created that on this site and I can show you how to put one of those on as well. It's a little more difficult, but it is doable. So back to grsites.com. On your top you have tabs. Go to your button maker tab. Select a shape. Now before we get too far into this, guys, I'm going to go maybe a little fast, okay? Play around with it. Seriously, play around with this. The colors, the textures, the fonts, the highlights, the different effects that you can do with it. You can make them bigger, smaller. You can do all sorts of stuff with these things. Sometimes maybe you need to adjust the size of your text or something to fit everything in your box, or increase the size of your button. I mean, just play around with this. So let's do a colored button. Wants me to select the color for my button. Let's go ahead and select blue. And we'll go ahead and do a rounded rectangle shape. How about metal 3D? That looks good. Mouse over effects of glow. See these different effects here? Like I said, you just got to play around with them. Let's not put a shadow on it. And this is our default sizes. If you wanted to change the size of this button, all you'd have to do is drop down arrow, enter width manually, and change it to whatever you wish. And then it'll give you a preview of the size button right here. Okay, right here, whatever text we want to put in here, you know, contact, source, resources, whatever button you're creating, just put it in here. How about test YouTube? Align the text to the center. Text shadowing, yes. Just some more effects. Outline text, no. Okay, so there's our test YouTube, and now it is much bigger than that. So we can shrink our text size down with this text size of 20. Test YouTube, probably not. We'll do it down a little more. Down to 15. Now you see test YouTube there, about the same size of the box, so may just work. Let's make the color of the text red so it'll really stand out. Font, play around with this. This is really cool. There's a whole bunch of different fonts in here. Also, if you have a favorite font on your computer and wish to upload it, you can use this. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to talk about it. Just select any font, play around with it like I said, and then scroll down to the bottom. It's going to give you a JPEG image, which we're going to host on MySpace, or which I would host on MySpace, or you can host it on your server. And there's our button. It says test YouTube. That's a little small though, wouldn't you agree? So we need to alter this button. Again, anything that you do, you can play around with it till you get the image that you want. Let's go down here to size. Let's manually enter the height of it to 50. And as you can see, there's our test YouTube button. Nice little effect. We'll make the text a little bit bigger. '18. So what we want to do is right click, save image as, So go to MySpace, Photos, Upload, Browse, select your button, Open, Next, choose wherever you want to put it if you've already got, which I've already made a few of them, so we're going to put it in Buttons, Upload, go Next, there's our button. Now mouse over the button, right click, copy image location, and go to New View. Once in New View, go to Image, and paste the address of the picture on YouTube, on MySpace, and you'll see a little example come up here of what it is. And in order to put a link on this, go to the fourth tab over, says Link, and just type in your link. Always make sure you have the HTTP, because this is a protocol-driven window, and so if you don't put the HTTP : // it won't work. Back to location. We can also change dimensions on this if we wanted to. We're going to use the actual size. But if you do use pictures, pictures are pretty big, so you'll have to use the custom size with pictures. You can do it the same way I'm doing this, just for your information. Alternate text tells you what that button is supposed to be if the button doesn't show up, or it also shows up as a mouse over. So you guys go ahead and put in some alternate text if you want, and hit OK. And then save your button. Caps lock. There you go. Test 1. Save. Now all you have to do is upload this button on your server or wherever, and it is now coded to where when you double click it, it will take you to this link. I hope that answered your question. Go ahead and give me any other questions you guys may have. If you want something more specific on something else, let me research it. I did get an email message from one of the members who was quite confusing to me, but once I figured out what they were talking about, I went right to work, and I actually have found another resource. I'm not ready to tell you all about it yet because I'm still working with it. But once I get all the bugs ironed out on that, we're going to have an incredible resource here, and it's going out to another member of mine. Thank you for that email, and rather constructive criticism, although it was quite pointed with words. I appreciate it, guys. Again, this is Wayne with the Universal Marketer's Guide saying, have blessings.